Dear students of Class 8, welcome to English session. A pandemic situation is going on around the world. So you are staying at home. You have ample time or scope. So in these corona days, you can help your family members, accompany them. At the same time, you can study a lot. So don't waste this time. You can get prepared as your public examinee. So dear student, today we will study from our first paper book, English first paper book, that is EFT or English for today. Students, so let's start. Look at the pictures and discuss in pairs. I think it's not the classroom and you don't have any pair now. So you can ask yourself and gaze. What do you see in these pictures? There is a woman and there is something in front of her. What do you gaze here? Yes, absolutely right. There is a garland of pearls and the woman also wore a pearl. This is pearls. I think there is nobody in the world who hasn't heard about pearls. So let's move on to our next slide. Our today's lesson is pearls, pearls, pearls. In your textbook, it is Unit-7, Lesson-1. Let's start. Learning outcomes, that means what you will learn after the end of the lesson. At the end of the lesson, we will be able to ask and answer questions about pearls like this. Listen for information. You will learn a lot of information here. Read and understand text through silent reading. That means we will read silently. Move on to the next slide. Students, in this slide, we will find some difficult words or unknown words. The words may be unknown to you in this lesson. So the first word is mythology. So what's the meaning? Mythology means something that has been coming from the ancient time, from the prehistoric time. It has no historic value. It has been coming from mouth to mouth. Mythology means folklore, tradition, mythos, lore. Here is a picture of Greek mythology. It is Edith Hamilton mythology. So there is a text below the picture. Pearls have been mentioned in religious texts, mythologies from the earliest times. That means in every religion there are some sorts of mythology, the story of the ancient time. Next slide. Another new word, ancient. Ancient means very old. Look at the meaning. Olden, primeval, age-old, earliest. In the picture, you can see the kings or pyramids of ancient Egypt. So there is another text below the pictures. In ancient Rome, that means in the old days of Rome, pearls were considered, that means pearls were regarded as the greatest sign of wealth and social status. That means the person who had pearls more, he was the most valued person in the society. People honored him much. Next slide. Dissolve. Dissolve means melting. So here there are three words: melt, liquefy, thaw. Pearls were dissolved, that means pearls were melted in water in a glass in ancient time. You will be very astonished to hear that the queen of Egypt would dissolve or melt a pearl in a glass, and then she would drink it as a sign of love and respect of his citizens, of her countrymen. We will move on to the next slide. Status. So, you are quite familiar with the word status. Status means social position. That means rank, position, standing, grade. That means the level. Below the picture, you will see the text. Pearls were considered, that means pearls were regarded as the sign of status in ancient time, in the old days of the history. Another word, unparalleled. That means incomparable, which can't be compared to anything. It is unique. In this sense, the word unparalleled is used. Here are some synonyms: unparalleled, supreme, unmatched, incomparable, beyond compare. Pearls were thought unparalleled to Rome. That means pearls were unmatched thing. Association. I think you can easily gauge the meaning of association: in combination or cooperation, like this. In combination here, meaning connotation, overtone, suggestion, reminder. Look at the text. The beauty of pearls was associated with love and marriage. That means any marriage, any love can't be possible without giving or without offering pearls to the beloved ones. So the beauty of pearls was associated with love and marriage in the old days, even in the present world today. It is also the social status of the present time in many aspects. Another word, delicate. Delicate means subtle, faint, slight, gentle, elusive, soft. Students, you can write the different synonyms, or you can take a picture with your smartphone or mobile phone, and then you can learn by heart after the end of the lesson. Look at the text below the picture. It is too delicate for a woman. That means pearls were too delicate for a woman. We can move on to the next slide. Okay, read the text and answer the questions that follow. Here are also some pictures. I'm reading loudly. You will read silently, and at first you will have to realize the meaning, or you will have to understand the meaning, and I am making it clear. Thousands of years ago, the first pearl was possibly discovered while human beings were searching for food at the seashore. Searching for, that means looking for. In the ancient time, while human beings were looking for food at the seashore, they suddenly discovered pearls in the seashell, etc. Next slide. Throughout history, the pearl with its shine has been one of the most highly valued gems. That means throughout the history, pearls were the most highly valued stones. Gems means stones. Even today, it is one of the highly valued gems in the world. Next one. What do you see in the picture? A coffin of a dead body, but it is there is a garland of pearls. The ancient Egyptians valued pearls so much that they were buried with them. When a dead body is buried, his pearls were given in his coffin with the dead body. You see the picture. Move on to the next slide. Dissolving pearls. It is said that the famous queen of Egypt, Cleopatra, the name of that queen is Cleopatra, would dissolve or melt a pearl in a glass and drink it as a sign of love and respect for the entire nation. It was a sign of her countrymen. Wow, what a beautiful thing it is with pearls. The Greeks thought the pearls as a sign of wealth and social position. Pearls were the sign of or the symbol of social position. The rank were identified with pearls. The beauty of pearls was associated with love and marriage, as we discussed earlier. That means love and marriage was impossible without offering pearls. Going on to the next slide. See the pictures. In ancient Rome, pearls were considered, that means pearls were thought, the greatest sign of wealth and social status. The greatest sign of wealth, the greatest symbol of wealth or social status or property. Another slide. At the time, that means in ancient Rome, the young women of noble families loved to wear beautiful pearl necklace. They would wear beautiful pearl necklace. They loved to wear. The brave knights used to wear them. That means they used to wear pearls in the battles for good luck. They thought that if they wore pearls in the battlefield, in the war field, they could easily win the war. That is why they wore pearls in the battlefield. Look at these questions. You will write the answer. Firstly, take down the questions. Do you think pearls were discovered by accident? Why? I am making it clear. As we have discussed earlier that the pearls were discovered accidentally, while human beings were searching for food at the seashore. They suddenly discovered pearls. Now question number 2. Why do you think pearls were valued so much in the past? Why pearls were valued so much? Pearls were valued in the past so much because pearls were the symbol of status, symbol of social position. That means the man who had much pearls was highly valued in the society. He was honored most. Question number 3. What good luck the knights thought the pearls would bring them? The brave knights, what did they think? They thought that in the war field, in the battlefield, if they wore pearl, it would bring success to them. They could easily win the war. They believed this. And that is why the brave knights in the ancient times in the battlefield wore pearls. Students, look at the table. Read the text in B again and write the information in the table. Who, when, where. Look at the first sentence. The ancient Egyptians or pearls when or where. You will write the answer. The Greeks or pearls when and where. The ancient Romans or pearls, you will write the answer when and where or where. The fourth sentence, the brave knights or pearls, you know already when or where. In this way, you will write 4 sentences and get checked by your teacher. So, dear students,